Dreaming of early retirement? I'll show you the one habit that made it possible for me. And it takes less than 5 minutes to set up. This simple move changed my future, and it can change yours too. Remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos. If you have any suggestions for financial literacy topics, please leave a comment. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. Folks, let me tell you, most people just drift along. They hear the so-called experts say, save 10% for retirement and maybe you'll be okay when you're 67. Well, I looked at that advice and I thought, there has to be a better way. I didn't want to wait until I was old and gray to enjoy my life. I wanted financial freedom, the kind that lets you decide what your days look like, and I wanted it sooner rather than later. This wasn't about being lazy, it was about living life on my own terms, not someone else's. I didn't come from a fancy background with a silver spoon in my mouth. There was no trust fund waiting for me, and I didn't have a string of Ivy League degrees hanging on my wall. What I did have was a burning desire to change my family's financial story. I saw too many good, hard-working people stressed out about money, living paycheck to paycheck, and I knew I didn't want that for myself or my loved ones. It became clear that if things were going to change, I had to be the one to change them, starting with my own habits. The decision to take control wasn't just about numbers in a bank account. So, what's this big secret, this complicated financial maneuver I used? It's so simple you'll wonder why everyone isn't doing it. It's called automated savings, or what I like to call paying yourself first. This isn't about leftover money at the end of the month, because let's be honest, there's rarely anything left over if you wait. This is about making saving a priority, a non-negotiable bill you pay to your future self right off the top, every single time you get paid. It's the cornerstone of building wealth, plain and simple. Here's how it works, and it's not rocket science. You set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings or investment account. This transfer happens on payday like clockwork before you even see that money hit your main account. It's out of sight, out of mind when it comes to spending it on things that don't matter. But it's front and center when it comes to building your financial future. This way, you're not relying on willpower, which can fail you after a tough day, or when a shiny new gadget calls your name. Why is this so vital? Because it removes the daily decision-making drama from saving. You decide once to save a certain percentage, you set it up, and then the system does the work. This builds incredible discipline without you having to flex your discipline muscle every single day. Now, saving money is fantastic. It's step one, and it's crucial. You need that emergency fund, that buffer against life's curveballs. But if all you do is stuff cash under the mattress or let it sit in a regular savings account, you're missing out on the real engine of wealth creation. Inflation, that sneaky thief, will slowly eat away at the purchasing power of your saved dollars. To truly build wealth and retire early, you need to put your money to work. That, my friends, is where investing comes in. Investing, at its core, is simple. It means you're buying a piece of something that has the potential to grow in value or generate income. This could be owning shares of a company, stocks, which means you get to participate in their profits and growth. It could be lending money to a government or a company, bonds, and they pay you interest in return. The goal is for your money to make more money, to grow beyond what you could save by just setting it aside. It's about turning your savings into an active participant in the economy. The main reason we invest is to beat inflation and build wealth. If automated saving is the engine, then compound growth is the high-octane fuel for your early retirement journey. You've probably heard of compound interest, but many people don't truly grasp its incredible power. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's the process where your investment earnings start earning their own earnings. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small, but it picks up more snow, getting bigger and faster all the time. This is your best friend in wealth building. Let's break it down. Imagine you invest $1,000 and it earns 10% in a year. That's $100 in earnings. So now you have $1,100. The next year, if it earns 10% again, you're not earning it on your original $1,000. You're earning it on $1,100. So you make $110. Now you have $1,210. The year after that, you earn 10% on $1,210, which is $121. Section 5. Getting started, your first steps to saving and investing. Alright, you're fired up, you understand the power of automated savings and compounding, but maybe you're thinking, Dave, this sounds great, but where do I actually start? I'm not rich. Listen, you don't need to be a millionaire to start acting like one with your money. The journey to $1 million starts with the first dollar saved and invested. The most important thing is to take that first step, no matter how small it feels. Stop overthinking it and start doing. First things first, you need a plan for your money. That means a budget. I know the B word scares some folks, but a budget isn't a straitjacket. It's a roadmap. It's you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Sit down, look at your income, track your expenses for a month, and see where your money is actually going. You'll likely find areas where you can cut back a little. That daily fancy coffee, unused subscriptions, to free up cash for saving and investing. Section 6. What to invest in, keeping it simple and smart. The world of investing can seem overwhelming. You hear about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, crypto, real estate. It's enough to make your head spin. But I'm here to tell you, for most people aiming for early retirement through consistent long-term growth, you can keep it incredibly simple. You do not need to be a Wall Street wizard or spend hours a day tracking the market. In fact, often the simplest approach is the most effective and the least stressful. For the vast majority of long-term investors, good growth stock mutual funds, particularly index funds or broadly diversified ETFs, are a fantastic choice. An index fund simply holds all the stocks in a particular market index, like the S&P 500, which represents 500 of the largest U.S. companies. This gives you instant diversification. Your money is spread across many companies, which reduces risk. Section 7. Staying the course, motivation, and adapting your plan. Building wealth and aiming for early retirement is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be times when you feel like you're flying, and other times when it feels like a slog. Life happens, job changes, unexpected expenses, market downturns. The key to long-term success is not to get derailed by these temporary setbacks, but to stay the course. Your ability to remain disciplined and focused even when things get tough will determine whether you reach your goals. One of the best ways to stay motivated is to have crystal clear financial goals. Don't just vaguely say, I want to retire early. Get specific. What does early retirement look like for you? How much money will you need? Set shorter-term goals too, like paying off all debt, except the house, building a fully funded emergency fund, or reaching your first $100,000 invested. Write these goals down. Put them somewhere you can see them every day. This visual reminder of your why will keep you going when temptation or discouragement strikes. Section 8. Eyes on the prize, tracking progress and celebrating wins. You wouldn't try to drive across the country without a map or GPS, right? Well, your financial journey is no different. You absolutely must track your progress. You can't manage what you don't measure. Keeping an eye on your numbers, your savings rate, your debt reduction, your investment growth, your overall net worth is crucial. It tells you if you're on track, if you need to make adjustments, and it provides powerful motivation to keep going. This isn't about obsessing daily, but regular check-ins are key. There are plenty of tools out there to help you. Some folks love detailed spreadsheets where they can track every penny. Others prefer budgeting apps that link to their accounts and categorize spending automatically. Even a simple notebook where you jot down your key numbers once a month can work. The specific tool doesn't matter as much as the habit of consistently reviewing where you stand. Section 9. The golden rule: consistency beats perfection every time. Listen, if you're waiting to have everything perfectly figured out before you start this journey to early retirement, you'll be waiting forever. Nobody is perfect. I've made financial mistakes, and chances are you will too. You might overspend 1 month or pick an investment that doesn't do as well as you hoped. That's okay. The goal isn't to be flawless. The goal is to be consistent. Don't let a small stumble turn into a complete fall off the wagon. Learn from it, get back up, and keep moving forward. The real power, the secret sauce to building wealth and achieving financial freedom, lies in one simple word: consistency. It's about those small, regular actions, repeated over and over again, month after month, year after year. Consistently spending less than you earn, consistently automating your savings, consistently investing for the long term, through market ups and downs. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promised. If your savings account looks empty, you're not alone. Let's fix that. Automate just $25 a week into a high-yield savings or retirement account. Consistency beats size, and automation removes spending temptation. Start today and watch your future grow effortlessly. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos.